Live from Philadelphia, all set for baseball from the home of the Phillies, Citizens Bank Park. Today we've got a contest out of the National League East between the Miami Marlins and the Philadelphia Phillies. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Jared Eichhoff is ready to go as he's on the mound for the Phils. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
At the plate, John Birdie. He will lead this one off today. Here comes the first pitch. Slow roller down the third baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1.
First pitch, 106.
The 0-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 0-2 once more. Grounded back up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Hey, that's why this guy's in the leadoff hole. Grinder, battler, whatever you want to call him. He is not afraid to go deep in the count. He is not afraid to hit with 2 strikes, and he showed it right there.
Stepping in now, Miguel Rojas, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A runner at first with no outs here. Line down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats. Hit on the ground out to short. And this is going to get through for a base hit. So the top 2 in the lineup are on to start the afternoon.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Into the box, Brian Anderson, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. The average coming into play right at 320. 3 homers and 6 RBIs. Oh, and 2, here it is. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
2-2 the count. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Dero, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jorge Alfaro. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Hey, you know, Dero, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but
meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit, and now it'll rattle up against the wall. He's in at second safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
Batting fifth.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked, drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
Here's Starlin Castro as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. Hit on the ground is short. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Standing in, Neil Walker. And the Marlins looking for more in the game's opening frame.
Walker.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
Hit hard. Alfaro stands at second with 2 gone. Lifted in the air out to left. McCutchen is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Marlins 2 and the Phillies nothing. Jose Arena is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
Gene Segura standing in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Phillies, the shortstop, Gene Segura.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded to short. Rojas takes it in. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, keep an eye on El Torito, Odubel Herrera, as this game moves along. He's doing some really special things at home. He's hitting over 350 in games at home, so he's a guy you want to watch. Pretty good odds he'll have another big game here.
Digging in, Cesar Hernandez. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. First pitch coming. Here it is. Back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Here's Bryce Harper now, head-to-head with Jose Arena. He's gone 3 for 11. Here comes the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, this isn't the greatest way to finish off a week. And D-Roll, one thing they'd love to do is win this Sunday finale and get out of here avoiding the sweep.
Yeah, Dan, it's been a tough start to the weekend without question. But maybe if they steal this one Sunday, get a little reprieve, get the media off their back.
But they'll just get the 1 out here as the runner will get back safely at first.
The first baseman, Reed.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. And a step off as the runner breaks for second. They slap the tag on him, and he is out at second base. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. They trail it here 2-0. Digging in, Gabby Guerrero.
Leading
He's
off for
2
the
for
Marlins,
10 in the series coming
the right
into
fielder.
today.
One of the
Number
keys to securing a
65.
win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Pitch on the way. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 home. Yanked on the ground down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Digging in, Magneuris Sierra, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And that misses ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
The 1-2. Popped straight up after it is McCutchen. But this will land untouched. The 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. The 2-2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Into the box now, Jose Arena. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Line drive to left. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Boy, D-Roy, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Arena leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Line towards center field. Pereira is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Marlins leave 1, but they're on top 2-0. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line to the right side. but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And let's take a look at Brian Anderson. This guy, when I see him out there on the field, I think of one thing. He's a ball player. Offers versatility for his manager. Outfield, little third base. He was fighting for the 2018 Rookie of the Year.
In now, JT Realmuto. He's picked up 3 hits in the series and driven in 4 along the way. First offering on its way. Hit to short. To his left, Rojas. And quickly there are 2 away. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He's been swinging a hot bat in the series with 7 base hits coming in.
What's up, man? How you been?
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. They're down 2-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Miguel Rojas. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
How have you been?
Pitch on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering
Sixers
play in the
definitely
National
need to
League's
win
Eastern
tonight. Can't
Division
afford
race.
to go 0-2. Raptors are too good.
Stepping in, Brian Anderson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Sixers did not look good in Game 1.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And now it'll kick around in the corner.
Well, you look at his numbers, and there's no doubt he's faring much better against lefties, hitting better than 400 against them this season. And when you see swings like this, you can see why.
Standing in now, Jorge Alfaro. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Boy, this is one of those
No, they
tricky
played
spots for a
sloppy and
pitcher,
no
right? You
effort.
have
They
an
need to
open
fight
base,
hard
but you have
tonight
a
and
guy
give
on
it
deck that can
everything
do a
they
lot
got,
of
cause we
damage.
think if we
Not a good
lose
spot to
tonight's
be in if you're
series
a
is
pitcher right now.
Here he comes on 2-0. That one's in there on the black. 2-1.
7 Sixers
He's
better
set,
steal
and
one
the 2-1
tonight or I
pitch.
don't know.
Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's giving the umpire
Exactly,
an
I
earful from
completely
that
agree.
dugout.
Anderson, the runner at second with one away.
They must tie series at 1-1 tonight.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Popped up. Hoskins over to his right. Throw goes to third. Now at the plate, Starlin Castro. He's 0 for
What do you
1
think
after
of the
grounding
draft too?
out
By
in
the
his
way,
only
the
trip to
tackle we
plate
got
so
first
far.
round is
Yeah,
great,
Matt,
and
you
I
expect
love
this
Miles
pitcher to try
Sanders,
and
the
get
running
the same
back from
result
Penn
as his
State.
last at bat right here.
And
No
Lloyd, it's a
play is
must
in
win.
order. Anything
you
on the
talking
ground,
about
the way
Miles
this
Sanders
defense is, they could
from
certainly
Penn
roll
State,
too.
yeah.
And he takes a pitch that
That's a good
ruled a
pitch.
strike at the knees. Pretty
That's a good
liberal
pick for
strike
the
zone
Eagles.
there. It's 0-1.
Miles Sanders, I watched the draft. The draft was pretty good.
And there's ball one.
Miles Sanders.
Runners
they
are at
got a
first and
couple other
second
players
with one
from Penn
away.
State. Yeah, Penn State gets some good players, believe it or not.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly. Segura for one.
let's go.
On to first
Double
as
play,
they
baby.
get the double play to get him out of the inning. One left for Miami, but they hold a 2-0 lead.
Yeah,
We're back now as the Phillies prepare for their at-bats here in the third inning. And this lineup has been terrific for this club all year. Within the league, they rank among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep and drive in runs. Their numbers certainly confirm that, guys.
All right, thanks,
Leading
Heidi.
up for the Phillies,
Here's the center
The
fielder,
center fielder,
Odubel Herrera. Really
Odubel.
looking good at the plate so far in the series
Herrera.
with 5 hits in 11 trips. First pitch coming. Here it is. Back up the middle and in for the
We
base
didn't
hit.
draft the
So the
linebacker,
Phillies get a man
unfortunately,
on
but
to
people
start
are
out the
hyping
inning.
up the linebacker undrafted from Wisconsin who
Hey
looks
guys,
good
that's
in
an
a steel
excellent
high.
job right there. That's a back
Batting
foot
eighth.
slider.
okay.
Usually
The
those are
third baseman.
kryptonite for most
Wisconsin.
batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Wisconsin, that's a good school. Wisconsin, I think we got somebody from Penn State.
Riding in,
The Eagles
Mike
also got
Franco,
a new
and he's
receiver,
really
too.
swinging a hot
They
bat
got
in
a
the
nice
series, to say
receiver.
the least.
I don't know,
10
his name is
RBIs
Whitehead.
on 4 base
I don't
hits.
know what college they got him from, but the Eagles got a nice receiver. Washington Redskins gonna be nice, man. They got the guy from,
Stretch, here's the pitch.
Ohio State.
Drive by Franco. Deep left field. And it's gone.
Let's go! That's what I'm talking about, boy. There, boy. Let's go, Phillies. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, man.
Million
Two-run
traded
home
with
run
Colts
off the
for
bat of
another
Micah
DT.
Franco. 8th home run on the
Yeah,
season
that's what
for him
I'm talking
as the
about, man.
Phillies
Back in
have
this
come
thing.
back to tie this
Let's
one
go,
at 2.
Phillies. In the third inning, let's go, Phillies. Yeah.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to
And the
hit
wide
them
receiver
punches.
I like, we drafted a big tall dude kinda like Alshon Jeffrey.
batting ninth,
In now,
Oh,
Jared
yeah.
Eichhoff.
Jared.
As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for
The
strike
Eagles
1.
just got a nice receiver. Like Alshon Jeffrey, yeah.
Bases are
Yes,
empty
like
here,
Alshon
nobody out.
Jeffrey. Yeah, the receiver, Eagles got some nice draft picks. I watched the draft.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind
New England
0-2.
Patriots, they got a nice receiver. For Tom Brady to throw, they just got a nice receiver. Washington Redskins got a nice quarterback from
Softly
Ohio
hit to the
State.
left side.
They got somebody nice from Ohio
First,
State.
so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Now batting.
Stepping up to the
That's
plate,
your
Gene
guy.
Segura. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The Eagles, though, we're going to be all right. We got to get another quarterback, though.
First delivery to him on the
We
way.
need another quarterback to back up Wentz when he
Liner
gets hurt.
toward right center.
Because-
That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2
No
now.
time for wrong or draft grades. We got an ace, so I'm happy about that.
And you see on the graphic right there that
The
his
second
hitting
baseman.
streak will indeed
Big
live
ball.
on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
Yeah, we
He
got a
certainly
good one.
has. He's seeing the ball
But
so
the
big,
Eagles gotta
Matty.
get a
You see the
quarterback, man. We need
confidence
a
oozing
quarterback.
off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything
The Eagles
in
need a
the
good
last
second
month
string.
or so.
I mean, we
So I
got,
don't expect this to
Nate
go away
Stenfield,
anytime
but-
soon.
Stepping
haven't
in
seen
now,
him play that
Cesar
much.
Hernandez. Lifted down the line in left. Birdie sprinting after it, and they can't run it down.
I haven't seen Nate Stenfield play that much.
We drafted a quarterback who doesn't look to
0-1, here
bat.
it comes. Down the first
Oh, we
baseline.
got a quarterback.
And they'll take this over to the bag for
What's
the
his
out.
name?
But meanwhile, the runner moves into scoring position at second.
It was our last pick.
Coming to the plate now,
Oh, okay,
Russ
we got a
Harper.
quarterback.
And he
Okay,
could give his
cool.
guys an early lead
Yeah,
if he
the
can come
Eagles
through
gonna need
here.
a quarterback to back up Wentz. They're going to need another quarterback. We don't got Nick
Ready to
Foles no more.
deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away.
We don't got Nick Foles no more, man. So, and we're going to feel the effects of that next year. So I hope Wentz comes with an A-game.
Line toward the alley in left center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases.
No, his highlights are pretty good. I'll look up
As
his
he
name.
arrives
Hold
at
on.
second without a play as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Okay.
Into the box, Reese Hoskins hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Into the
Clayton
short
Wilson is his name. Watch his highlights. It's not bad.
two-run shot to straightaway center. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
We're looking good. We're going to go 17-11. Yeah.
Wow, another long ball in the early going of this one. The second one he's allowed in just 2 2/3 innings. Might want to warm up those showers. He might be heading that way real soon if he can't keep the ball.
Clayton Wilson.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty,
That's
it's
his
strike
name.
1. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Okay, I'm going to write his name down. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to look this guy up.
Hit back up the middle. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Infielders are caught from the time they hold the glove. You've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in
We're going
time.
17-11, baby. We're going 17-11. Game 20 up.
Standing in now, Andrew McCutcheon.
We're playing
And
the
a bouncing
Tigers
ball
tonight
foul.
at home. Got to take on Detroit. Okay, what school does he
He
play
was
for?
from Northwestern College.
Okay.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Wow. Oh, damn.
Now the tag comes down to third, and they got him. Boy, not the cleanest of plays defensively to be sure, but it'll be good enough to get the third out of the inning. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. 3 innings complete. Philadelphia is on top, 5-2. Here's Neil Walker.
Leading off for the Marlins, the first baseman, Neil Walker.
First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and 1 strike.
I'll be right back. They got to change laundry over.
1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman.
I'll be back.
softly hit here to the left side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the fourth inning opens with a leadoff single.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Stepping in now, Gabby Guerrero, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Hit hard up the middle. Oh, what a stop on the slide. There's one on to first, and they get the double play.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper two-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
In now, Magneuris Sierra, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Liner toward right center. Harper is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Marlins down quietly. They trail 5-2. At the plate, Odubel Herrera. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
First pitch on its way. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Hit out towards second. Gloved by Castro. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out. So one away here with the bases empty. And that means Michael Franco, the third baseman, will bat next. First pitch of the at-bat. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home court.
Now batter.
2 are gone in the Philly fourth. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Jared Eichhoff. Here comes the first pitch. Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike one.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. And it remains 5-2. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. They currently have more than 1 hit per inning, and looking at strikeouts, they only have 2. So far, the recipe for success has been to make contact early and often.
Thank you, Heidi. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Jose Arena, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
A bouncer up the middle. And that is through into center, a base hit, and the opposing pitcher gets aboard to kick off the inning.
Hey, we came into this one wondering how he was going to throw on the mound. That all goes out the window. He just mixed in his second knock of the game. He's going to be smiling for a while on this.
Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, John Birdie. A hit in 2 tries so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit sharply on the ground. And he'll just take the out at first here, which is a little surprising considering he had a good shot at 2.
For the Marlins, the shortstop.
Digging in once again, Miguel Rojas. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. He's set, and the pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Dive, but it's off his glove, and the run should score. Clips it behind his back. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Now batter.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jorge Alfaro. From the stretch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. And this will bang up against the wall. And the lead will shrink to 1 as the run scores from second to make it 5-4 now.
Hey, with that base hit right there, that's his 3rd run batted into the game.
Yeah, he's the reason, Dan, they're even in this one to begin with. He's kept his team together with a great approach, finding his 3rd RBI of the day.
Into the box now, Starlin Castro, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1.
Don't make your manager be the bad guy in this situation. I know you struggled a little bit right here. You got to find a way to get through this 5th inning and qualify for that win.
And this is sent on the ground out to Segura at short. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. Phillies lead this one 5-4. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Gene Segura, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Pitch on the way. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this is foul for the first strike. 0-1, here it comes. A swing and a ground ball to third. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. It's fair to say that early on, at least, the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high-scoring affair thus far, and we're only in the 5th inning. So next to the plate for the Phils, Cesar Hernandez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. It's fair to say that early on, at least, the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high-scoring affair thus far, and we're only in the 5th inning. Into the box now, Bryce Harper, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. First pitch coming, here it is. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. Ready Ready now for the Marlins, Neil Walker. He'll start things out against Jared Eichhoff as this inning gets underway.
Neil Walker.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball in there for a called strike. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Well, they've been treating him like a punching bag out there. As we take a look at the line, you could see that he's given up double-digit hits, and things don't look like they're going to get any better. He might not last much longer.
Into the box, Gabby Guerrero, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Oh, and he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Man, it's like deja vu all over again. Two well-hit back-to-back doubles that bring in a run. This one ends up going off the wall, and it looks like they've got a pretty good idea what this guy's trying to do to them out there. Definitely getting some good swings against him.
Into the box, Magneuris Sierra. A ball and no strikes. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Guerrero leads off second with nobody out. Tries to drag his way on here, but now he's behind 1-2. Line, but speared on a hop. And there's one down now. JT Riddle will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the Marlins. Number 10, JT Riddle.
Lays off 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
This would seem like an easy RBI situation. 2-0 count, runner in scoring position, but you have to know there's an open base, and he might be pitching around you.
5 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. And that will fall as he comes through off the bench. It's a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 6-5 ball game.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Stepping in now, John Birdie, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Line to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. Riddle ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. He scores, and they now lead by 2. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Now batting, the shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Digging in to try it again, Miguel Rojas. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Slow little roller to third. Franco fields it cleanly, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting,
stepping in, Brian Anderson. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First offering on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 3 runs already home here, and he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Marlins lead it 7-5. Austin Bryce enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 37, Austin Bryce.
Rhys Hoskins will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. To third. Anderson is up with it. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Ready now. JT Realmuto. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Realmuto.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Drives it out to deep right center field. Sierra giving chase. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
The left fielder, number 22.
So stepping in, Andrew McCutchen. First pitch coming. Here it is. Weak roller right side. Castro gonna have to hurry. Throw on to Walker at first, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. We're through 6 full. Miami's out in front 7-5. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jorge Alfaro. He bats here with a double and a triple on his line in this one.
Alfaro.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Harper to the track. But he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. Around second now and headed for third.
Okay, I'm back and well, Marlins came back to take the lead. What happened?
His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Wow, he's getting his daily conditioning in during the game. That's his 2nd triple, so obviously he's seeing the ball great, and he's showing he knows how to motor around the bases just fine.
In now, Starlin Castro. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Comes set, and the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
The 1-1 pitch. Grounded down the 3rd baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro. Alfaro, the runner at 3rd with no outs. And that looked to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. The runner does score from 3rd, and let's hope he's going to be all right. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native, the left-handed bat of Neil Walker. First offering on its way. And that's dead center for strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Counts even at 1-1 to Walker. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Herrera's there. And that's the first out of the inning. Digging in now, Gabby Guerrero. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He's set. Here it comes. Hit down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. From the stretch. Takes this the other way to right. But this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
The center fielder, number 34, Magneuris Sierra.
Now at the plate, Magneuris Sierra. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
You gonna change pitchers soon, or did you already?
Pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
No, I didn't change
2 out with the man at first.
Man. I'm probably going to have to change pitches, though.
And he fouls this one off.
Maybe that's why. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? The Marlins, they're kicking our butt.
Another 0-2 coming. Hit to first.
So,
and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Marlins get 1 here on a couple of hits. Bottom of the 7th now. Get up and stretch here in Philly. It's the Marlins 8 and the Phillies 5. Now at the plate, Odubel Herrera will be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Odubel Herrera.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Walker's got it. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Third baseman, number 7.
So coming to the plate, Michael Franco comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Okay, I just hate to see the game get out of hand. Hopefully we can come back.
Birdie is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Nick Williams will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 5, Nick Williams.
Down the left field line and deep. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Ready with the 0-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Birdie will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. Peter O'Brien is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Miami, number 45.
David Robertson is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Robertson.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Harper, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
Into the box now, John Birdie, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike.
But I guess even in a video game can't win them all.
You know, no, you can't win them all.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
You know what?
And this is sent on the ground out to Segura at short. And a bit of a high throw.
But hopefully you can come back.
First as they record the out.
If I win all my games,
now at the plate, Miguel Rojas. Lifetime numbers versus David Robertson. Just a couple of matchups, no hits and 2 at-bats. And that misses low and away, ball 1.
So my record's going to be where the real Phillies are at. I'm going to be 16-12. That's actually where
to first.
The team is really at.
Skins gathers it in, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting, third base.
Settling in now, Brian Anderson. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He's set, and the pitch. Swing and a liner into right center. That's going to be a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. That makes it a 9-5 ball game.
Now batting.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run
yeah,
lead.
It's funny cause Phillies record is really 1-6-1-2 in Ray all right,
when you see a
LOL.
3-run lead and then your offense
gets
it to 4, you know that same situation's gone out the window.
I'm matching the real-life Phillies,
Oh, it does. It does, because the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a safe situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
3 for 4 so
cool,
far,
actually.
and seeing it well in this ball game.
Yeah. It's kind of cool, And yes, I know it's a video game, but this was my own little idea that when I do Philly seasons or the Eagle seasons, I'm going to try to stay within the schedule. Well, at least with the Phillies.
The 1-0 home sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
I was a couple games behind. I took some time off.
The 2-0.
I was a couple games
down
behind.
low, and the clock thickens here. 3-0.
I played a game earlier.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
So it's a lot of work.
Alfaro in front, 3 balls and a strike.
I have to stay with it. That's what
Anderson,
also, we play a game of the day of schedule, kinda.
Let me see. Oh, so you play a game of the day of schedule. I play with the schedule.
Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2.
All right, 3-2
So
count with
next
2
is
outs.
against
The runner on
Detroit, I
first will
think.
be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
The next game I will play is Detroit. And the next game Phillies play today is Detroit. And then they play Detroit tonight, and I think tomorrow. I'm going to play Detroit tonight and tomorrow.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And now there's ball 4 as this goes straight to the backstop.
Wow, all I know is these guys don't need any more help to get on base. Believe it or not, that's the first walk they've gotten. They've done all their damage the hard way. See if they can add to it here.
I might take a day off.
Now in the box, Starlin Castro. Lifetime numbers versus David Robertson. He's a .333 hitter.
I mean, MC Philly, this could seem like work because...
No, that's an awesome way of doing it, actually.
Yeah, well, basically, I play
looking to minimize the damage here. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Now a long throw home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will
score. About
score.
100 games.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being
last
taught
three
high
seasons,
velocity.
I played
Don't get
100
ahead,
games.
strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count.
You know?
Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Into the box, Neil Walker batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one.
62 games is most people simulate
2 down
their
runners at first and second.
I play almost all my games. If you play 100 games, that's like I'm playing 70% of my games. I played 108 last year. I made it to 108 games.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
You know, most people don't play this much games, not this many. They simulate them, you know. So I put a lot of work in it.
And that's on the outside corner, 1 and 2.
When I did basketball, you remember I did 82 games. I did 4 basketball seasons, 82 games. I've done 3 college seasons, 29 games apart. Even though it's 34 games in college basketball. I've done the high school. I'm going to finish my 3rd season. I got the tournament coming up with Lower Marion. And the Eagles. I have done 13 franchise modes. So it's going to be real good. Then I got Madden 20 coming out in August.
Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And the second run will score as well.
Man, you can't hit it any better than that and keep it in the park. As we take a look here, you can see that it hits high off the wall. Almost a 3-run homer, but will have to be content with a 2 RBI double.
Standing in now, Gabby Guerrero. Line drive to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up.
Marlins
It's the
doing this
Marlins
they suck in
12
real
and
life,
the Phillies
LOL.
5. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here.
This is unrealistic they're beating us like this. Because the last 3 games, we smashed them. We shut them out.
Tayron Guerrero is on the pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Now pitching and batting in the 6th
We smashed
spot.
them, man.
Number
The Marlins
56.
are garbage right now.
Tayron
They're garbage.
Guerrero. Now playing first base.
They're like the
batting
Baltimore
So the
Orioles.
batting order turns over now and set to go Gene Segura. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this
Not in
point.
real life,
It
they ain't.
doesn't look very promising so far in this
They're
one
not
as
the
we
real baseball,
move into
they're
the
garbage.
later innings. Down by a bungle. It's time to
In
get
the
some
games
base
we
runners
played, you
and
know, in
hopefully
real
allow
life,
them to get
LOL.
back into this one.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Second baseman.
Unless something
LOL.
miraculous happens here,
You know
that's looking
what?
like his
Right.
last at bat, and this streak's
The
going to
Marlins
come
are
to an
bummed
end.
on this game.
Hey, nothing to
They're
hang your
bummed
head
in real
over.
life.
20-plus
And they're
games
bummed on
of
this
giving
video
your
game,
team a
too.
chance to win every night, finding
They're
ways to get
bummed
on
on
base.
both. I'm sorry to
Hats
say
off
it.
to you.
The Marlins, they ain't that good on this game.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Cesar Hernandez.
You know,
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
If I coach the Marlins
Now
and
here's
play
the
with them on this
pitch.
game, I could take them to the World Series.
Hit sharply on the ground.
I probably could make
And
them
that'll
good.
get on through into center, and he's
I
got
could make the
himself a
Marlins
1-out
pretty good
hit.
in this game. That's good. I have to do a rebuild and get some players. I can make them good.
Right.
But the Phillies, we used
Ready
to
for
be like
another
the Marlins
chance?
at one time.
Bryce
We wasn't
Harper.
always that
He was a
good.
ground-out
We were
victim
considered
last
bums
time
at
up.
one time. So,
Yay, Marlins are a last place team in the National League East, LOL.
oh man, you said,
First delivery to him on the way. Hard hit ball to second. That's through for a base hit, his second
you
of the
said that
ball
last
game.
place team.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Wow, I
Hey,
never knew
there's a
that.
base hit right there. Now they have a couple of
17.
runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much of this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
The
Yeah,
Marlins is the last
100%,
place
Dan.
team.
I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter giving that bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out
Wow.
is made.
Marlins, the last place team. Oh, man. Yeah. Marlins.
From the
last
stretch.
place team, huh?
This one's down to third. He's got it. Zips it to Castro for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Magneuris Sierra. He'll start things off in the top of the ninth as they look for a little insurance.
Yay, they are 8-2-0 this year. Horrible record, LOL.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball
what's
1.
their record? You said they're 2-0.
In real life, I mean, of course, LOL.
Oh, okay.
Fouled off.
Well, what is the Marlins record in real life? I'm going to look it up. I'm curious. What is their record? They're probably garbage. I'm going to say they're like 2-25 or something. 2-28.
(8-2-0) laughing.
Oh.
Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
1 strike.
Man, they're 8-20.
The 2-1 home.
Garbage.
Waves and misses for strike number 2.
In real life,
2
man.
balls, 2 strikes.
Marlins is garbage. I don't want. You know what? I don't want to play them no more on the schedule. I hope we don't play them no more. I don't like them. We played them a lot.
Drilled down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
Emoji rolling on the floor laughing. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing. Emoji rolling on the floor
Here's
laughing.
one that
That's
misses
funny.
inside, and the counts run full now, 3-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat.
Man.
They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas. So when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit, or at least force him out of the game.
They're like 10-17. They're like 10-17 on this game
now
right now.
The 3-2 pitch is at the knees and called strike 3.
Right now on the game.
Up next for the Marlins, the first baseman.
Into the box now, Pedro Alvarez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat, and he lays off there 1-0.
Yay, teams in video games are always better in the game for some reason, LOL.
1-1.
Yeah, they all, you know,
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
The Marlins are the Oklahoma City Thunder, Westbrook of baseball.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Just look at the Cowboys in Madden. Dak Prescott is good in the game. He is really trash, LOL.
You should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at bat here.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust your reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Up next from Miami, John Birdie is looking for his third hit of the ball game here.
If you play on all Madden level, Dak Scott plays like Tom Brady.
First pitch
No,
on
in
its
real
way.
life he is trash in the game. He is good laughing.
Yeah,
Segura for one, on to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
He is trash in real life.
Standing in, Miguel Rojas. He was retired via the ground ball last
And
time up.
really Browns played it good, LOL.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that one right down Main Street.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
I know they're a bum team and whatnot,
Birdie
but
is
for
off
some
of
reason
first
they'll
with
get a
2
win on
away.
you. They'll upset you.
Hit to third. There is Franco. And the throw pulls him off the base, and the inning's going to continue.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Because the Marlins shouldn't be playing this good, man.
In now, Brian Anderson. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Have you lost to them in Madden before then?
I got to think about that one. I think I did.
Hit in the air to shallow center. Herrera moving in. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Marlins strand a pair as the lead holds at 12-5. Striding in once again, JT Realmuto starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Hopefully you can score 7 runs here to tie the game.
You know what I'm hoping?
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Heading out towards shallow right. Guerrero moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The left fielder,
coming to the plate now, Andrew McCutcheon. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Down.
Here comes the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Sierra is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Now batting.
Phillies down to their final out now, and that'll bring up the center fielder.
I'll enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully you can win the next game.
First delivery to him on the way. And he turns on one,
Deep
sending it
into
high
you
and
again.
deep to right. On the run, and he makes the catch just shy of the wall. And with that, this ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
12-5 is the final in this ball game. The Fish played in an even dozen runs to come out on top today. Jose Arena takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Jared Eichhoff was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 58 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Miami Marlins picked up, 19 hits in this one as they knocked out the Fightin' Phils 12-5. Heading into the day, the Phillies sit atop the NL East, while the Marlins are at the bottom of the division. The Colorado Rockies put up 16 hits on the day as they pulverized the Braves 8-1. As of right now, the Braves are in second place in the NL East, while the Rockies are atop the NL West. The Washington Nationals snapped their 5-game losing streak as they bested the visiting Padres 6-3. As of today, the Nationals are in fourth place in the NL East, while the Padres are in fourth place in the NL West. The New York Mets knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got the best of the Brewers at home 2-0. At the start of the day, the Mets sit in third place in the National League East Division, and the Brewers sit in last place in the National League Central Division. Andrew Miller earned the third W of his season, helping lead the Cards past Cincinnati 2-1. Entering the day's action, the Cardinals are in third place in the NL Central, and the Reds are second in the division. Javier Baez had 3 hits in the game, driving in 3, as the Cubbies got the best of the Diamondbacks 6-3. As of right now, the Diamondbacks are in last place in the NL West, while the Cubs are atop the NL Central. The Buccos brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 13-2. They now have 6 straight victories. In the standings, the Dodgers are in second place in the NL West, while the Pirates sit in fourth place in the National League Central Division. The New York Yankees hit 3 long balls as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 10-2. As of today, the Giants sit in second place in the National League West Division, and the Yankees sit in first place in the American League East Division. Sean Manaea collected win number 3 this year as the A's took care of the Blue Jays 3-1. Heading into the day, the Blue Jays sit in fourth place in the American League East Division, and the Athletics sit in fourth place in the American League West. The Boston Red Sox got 11 hits overall as they beat the visiting Rays 5-4. Entering the day's action, the Red Sox sit in second place in the American League East Division, and the Rays are third in the division. The Detroit Tigers racked up 11 hits as a team as they dismantled the White Sox 9-3. As of right now, the White Sox sit in second place in the AL Central Division, and the Tigers are fourth in the division. The Angels pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 4-3. As of today, the Royals sit in third place in the American League Central, while the Angels sit in second place in the American League West. The Twins completed a 3-game series sweep as they took down the visiting Orioles 3-1. At the start of the day, the Twins are in first place in the AL Central, and the Orioles sit in last place in the American League East Division. The Mariners smacked 15 team hits as they got the win in a laugher against the Rangers 9-0. In the standings, the Mariners are in third place in the AL West, and the Rangers are at the bottom of the division. The Cleveland Indians held their opponent to just 2 hits as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 1-0. Entering the day's action, the Astros sit in first place in the American League West Division, while the Indians are in last place in the AL Central. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.